You now tuned in on the Real Magazine with your boy Jay Wood, aka Super. We got some special guests tonight. We in here with VIP. My boy Pimpin', pan over to him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got my boy K. Paul.
What's up, Wood? Y'all good?
We good, man.
What's
We
up,
good.
Wood?
We good. Man, this is special for us because you know these Austin boys that came in and made a big push, and we're gonna get right into it. Now, K. Paul, when did you know rap is what you want to do?
Well, we kind of, we grew up making music for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, it wasn't something that you want to do, you know what I mean? We just did it for a hobby at first, and then after probably like, I figured when we was on that countdown, it was 1999, after we was 1, 2, and 3 on Christmas, like it kind of did something to you, you know what I mean? Like it was like, damn, you know, it's the local scene, but we wasn't even rapping like 6, 7 months, you know what I mean? So we had built the fan base rapidly. So it became one of those points to where like we had to do it. After that, you know what I mean? It was in a situation where they wanted to hear us.
Now, Pimpin', just elaborate on how do you feel the success came so rapidly? If that was your first time out the gate.
What's up, man? It's your boy Pimpin', like my nigga Super say, man. I'm fresh off, man. It's on the real, man. There ain't no realer than that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just say, like, when we first came in, like Kay said, it was back in like 99 and stuff. We was rapping before that, but it was just a hobby, you know what I'm saying? We rapping in the car, just doing freestyle tapes and, you know what I'm saying? We in the hood, hot boxing, making beating on the back of the car, just shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And it was live. It was just like, all right, cool. This what's up. But we was good at it. We were going to like Norcross Mall in the studio, making our little freestyle tapes and or whatnot. And then we had got K turned me on to it. He was like, man, I got these guys, man. They want to do something with us, whoop-de blam. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go see what they talking about, you know what I'm saying? So I go over there, K knew the guys or whatnot, I go over there and it was cool. Like everything was Gucci. Dude had a team, like investors and shit, had the plan put together and like they signed us. Like we actually got signed to a deal at the gate, you know what I'm saying?
Who was that? Who can you
it was Millie Twisted Records, man. Shout out to Abdi Jones, man, Donesia, man. And he put us in it, you know what I'm saying? And Jazz, you know what I'm saying? DJ Jazz, that's my boy, man. And just shout out to the whole Millie Twisted, man, because they really kind of like brought us into the game kind of the right way. That's why I think, me personally, we don't sound like a lot of these other cats as well, because the structure of the whole production, it was like East Coast beats, old remakes, but we had our style. They couldn't take our style from us, you know, our whole tradition of the South. They couldn't take that, and they didn't want to take it. We was killing everything. The first song we did was called City to City. It went #1. It wasn't like it came so fast. It was just like we supposed to do that because we thought we went hard anyway.
Right.
But it you know what I'm saying? It ain't just like, ain't on no cocky shit or nothing like that. It was just, I like that people enjoyed to hear us. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh man, that went hard. And I'm like, man, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And I always was a humble cat, fam, you know what I'm saying, through the gate. And it just, so once your first song you do, you #1.
Okay.
Where you go from there?
Just keep going.
Keep going, fam.
Well, K. Paul, he was obviously talented. You were obviously talented. But when did y'all decide to say, let's make a group? And then let's talk about the name. Talk about how it all, bring everybody all up to speed. We bring y'all up to speed.
Yeah. Well, we cousins, so it was kind of like, we first cousins.
Really cousins.
Yeah. Our mamas are sisters.
Cousins made 6.
Our mamas are sisters, so you know what I mean. So it wasn't really like, they had solo artists on the label, but I had told them out the gate, I was like, y'all can't sign me unless y'all sign Penn. Y'all got definitely him. Right. And then they was like, okay, when they heard him, they was like, bang, let's run it. It was like, okay, we're a group. Like we always wanted to be a group. It wasn't never really like no, you know what I mean. And then the name VIP, like we was tossing around a lot of names,
Fox.
and it was
Fox?
yeah.
Southern players out the South.
Yeah, like it was a bunch of different things that came about, you know what I'm saying? And then we was set on VIP because it was a way of life. Even back in '99, we was living like we was kings. We are, you know what I'm saying? Because it was we was wearing Versace in '99. That's where the V come from, the Versace Ice and Platinum. And we can go back and look on tapes and look on, you know what I'm saying, pictures and things like that. And we rocking Versace in Texas. You know what I'm saying? In 1998, 99. You know what I'm saying? Some old school players with the new J's on. You know what I'm saying? It was more that than it was like us trying to be like somebody else. No, we had our own style. Like when we hit the concerts, like we didn't look like nobody else. We didn't sound like nobody else. We was just different than everybody. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that we always had, you know, made our mantra of, like, you know what I mean, we'd never be like these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Period. So the Versace Ice and Platinum turned into the VIP. You know what I mean? It was just an acronym more so, but it stands for Versace Ice and Platinum. And then, like, after that, on the rebrand, the Country Cousins was more like, you know, we went on a tour last year through the South, you know what I mean? Through Alabama, Atlanta, you know what I mean, North Carolina, Jacksonville, you know what I mean, Birmingham, like it was just Huntsville, Alabama, like it was just crazy. We hit like 8 states or something like that. And when we was on that tour, it was more like, you know what I mean, we was on tour with our country cousins. Okay. Shout out Baby D, shout out Young Sneed, the whole AMG fam, you know what I'm saying? Them my dudes, they from out of Atlanta, you know what I mean? Them the ones really gave us the name, the Country Cousins. You know what I mean? Like, I think we was in Charlotte with DJ Chuck T, and we come out at an in-store, and they like, man, what's up, our Country Cousins? Man, they all Country Cousins. So we just kind of ran with it, and, you know what I mean? We just kept it moving, you know what I mean? Now it's a movement. Like, now, you my country cousin, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, when I come through your city, that's all we want to see. All our country cousins, you know what I'm saying? All the women, all the fellas, y'all, all those players come out and have a good time. And we're going to keep serving y'all this good music, you know what I'm saying? As is. Straight drop, you know what I mean? We ain't whipping up nothing.
Man, y'all heard that's the foundation. Now we're going to get into it. It's all about May 6th. Country Cousins, as he said. That's the first album. I just saw the last verse off the first album. I've been here for a little while. I just saw the last verse off the first album of Country Cousins being made. It was crazy. I ain't gonna let the secret out, but they got some bangers. I sat here and listened to the majority of it. They still tweaking it, but you gonna get the finishing product. Now, when it comes to talk about how it started as a group, but to where you are now, doing tours. Have you ever just sat back when you was, you know, when you just, you know, having a moment to yourself and say, man, I can't really believe what this has turned into. Can you just talk about that feeling?
Yeah, because when we started, it was kind of, you know, bright lights, big city, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing, but we always did something. You know, we tried to stay busy. We gonna have CDs, we gonna have radio promotions, we gonna have just a steady push on something. So when we actually decided to sign up and get involved with the Loud Pack tour, that really, we was already kind of like conditioned, you know what I'm saying, to go out there, fam. So we, you know, Texas, this home of the legends. We popping trunk, and we might have 3-4 different CDs on us. We grind. That's our grind. We go push our own. We ain't looking for no majors or nothing like that. So when we hit these different markets, we got all kind of merch on us. We killing them on it's called Loud Pack Tour. We got ashtrays, we got lighters, we got keychains, bottle openers. We got sticky notepads. We got weed grinders, like air freshener. Like we branding ourselves. So we was already conditioned for this long journey. Every day we went to somewhere. Every day we in a different city. Every day for 3 weeks, my nigga. Then we leave and went back to Vegas for a week. Then we leave there, go to BET Awards. We just moving. Essence Fest. So it's just like not going nowhere, just staying in Texas, but actually leaving. It was different, and we loved it. We did a tour before, like 2005. We did a Streets of Texas tour. We coordinated that ourselves. So we was already kind of like conditioned. It's like we were meant to do this. We comfortable jumping in off the plane, you know what I'm saying, getting in the different hotels. We booked 22 hotels at one time in 2005. You know what I'm saying? 22. And fucking Victoria, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Victoria, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Because they hold us down too. Like we been doing this, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a different scale. So when we go to different places and they like, man, I fuck with them niggas, because we seasoned, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man.
Y'all know what time it is. Niggas ballin' so hard we on ad lib, we audible.